Today we need to talk about what went down in Chicago, because this one, y'all, is wild. Brandy and Monica's The Boy Is Mine tour was supposed to be this massive reunion moment decades in the making. Two legends on one stage, putting old beef aside for the fans. But what started as a dream night ended in pure chaos, with Brandy literally walking off stage mid-performance and never coming back. This all went down at the United Center, and from the very start, things were off. Brandy's mic kept cutting in and out, the sound was distorted, and the energy just wasn't right. At one point, Brandy even told the crowd, "The sound is weird, y'all." And not long after that, she just walked off. No goodbye, no explanation. And that was it. The audience was left staring at an empty stage, completely confused. Some people thought it was a tech delay. Others thought it was part of the show. But minutes went by, then 10, then 20. Still no Brandy. Then Monica walked back out, clearly shaken but trying to hold it together. And she started speaking directly to the crowd. And honestly, it was giving damage control. She said, "To whom much is given, sometimes we don't know what it's going to require." And the crowd went quiet.
You know, to whom much is given, but sometimes we don't know what it's going to require. And my gratefulness stands because something happened that tried to take the voice away, but you know what? God's grace and His mercy continues to allow me to do this every night. And while some are laughing, I'm making the devil my footstool and coming out here every night for y'all. Every night. I'm not going anywhere. I definitely want to say it's an honor to share the stage with Brandy Norwood. Now I'm saying this from the bottom of my heart. It took 27 years to figure out what we were supposed to be. And what I'm realizing is we allowed too many other people in the midst of what was just supposed to be us. So, in honor of just the way I feel, as I say thank you to each and every one of you, I want y'all to make some noise all around this room for Brandy, the vocal Bible. Now I say that with love because I know who I am and whose I am. And I'm gonna stand on being the realest and singing this real shit and telling y'all about all this crazy stuff I've been going through in my life.
Monica's tone changed. She got emotional. She said, "It took us 27 years to figure out what we were supposed to be." The whole arena could feel it. She was holding back tears. Fans later said the vibe felt heavy, like something serious had happened backstage. Monica never explicitly said Brandy was sick or had a problem, but the way she talked, you could tell something went down. Then she performed one last song, and before fans even realized it, the lights came on. The show was over. People started booing, confused, yelling out, "What about The Boy Is Mine?" Because that's literally the name of the tour, and the one song everyone came to hear. But the performance never happened. And soon after, hundreds of fans were filling out complaint forms, demanding refunds. One fan said,
"Everybody is filling out papers and complaining because they didn't complete the show how they were supposed to. They want their money."
Literally, the boy is mine. The no boy is mine. Left all of us confused. Is it over? Should we wait? I feel like we're gonna run out and then.
"We waited 20-something years to hear them sing that song together, and they cheated us." Another said, "Something happened backstage. Monica came out crying, and Brandy never returned. It was weird, it was sad, it was not what we expected." As the story started spreading online, two totally different versions of events began circulating. One saying Brandy had a medical emergency and was rushed out in a stretcher, and another claiming she simply walked off because she was upset about the sound issues. And that's when the internet detectives came out. So here's where things get messy, because after that Chicago show, the internet basically went into detective mode overnight. Fans started posting videos, voice notes, and theories like wildfire. Some said Brandy looked fine before walking off, others swore she looked dazed. Then came the big rumor. Brandy supposedly passed out backstage and had to be carried out by EMTs. One post said, "They're saying Brandy got carried away in an ambulance."
Y'all, everybody is literally confused because Brandy and Monica just went off and they did not play The Boy Is Mine. The tour is literally called The Boy Is Mine Tour, and they did not sing that song together. There was mic problems the whole night. They need to refund us if they want to go play this song. Like, they need to give us at least half of our money back, because how y'all not gonna play The Boy Is Mine? How they not gonna play The Boy Is Mine at The Boy Is Mine tour? How? Make it make sense.
I don't know, but she never came back. Another fan tweeted, "Brandy said she was going to fix her sound and never returned. I'm praying she's okay." Then somebody else added, "They all just stood there confused."
So we just left the Brandy and Monica show, and something was weird. The vibes were strange kind of throughout. It started off good, and then about like halfway through, the transition started slowing down, and then Brandy was on stage, and she said something like, "Hold on, y'all, I gotta fix my sound," and she left the stage. There was still about 25% of the show still left. Monica had to come out. Monica sang 2 songs. She cut out the rest of the set, and Brandy never came back, and then they turned the lights back on. Something happened backstage. Something happened. Brandy did not come out to address it. She made Monica clean it up for her, and Monica was really upset. Drama, and it's raining.
Even the dancers didn't know if the show was canceled. Meanwhile, concert goers inside the venue were documenting everything in real time. You could literally hear people saying, "What just happened? Are we supposed to leave? Is it over?" It was total confusion. One woman filmed herself outside the United Center yelling, "We need refunds."
So just left the Boys Mind concert early in the rain because Brandy and Monica cheated us. They ended the concert early. Brandy still had hits to sing, and because she was having technical difficulties where there was a lag in her vocals, they hurried up and put Monica on stage. She sung For You I Will, and the concert is over. We have been waiting 20-something years to hear these women sing this song, and we never got it. Something needs to be done, because me personally, I'm a fan of both, but I waited too long, and we spent too much money, and we got too much going on in this country for us to just pay for concerts tickets to not. Don't get me wrong, they did what they were supposed to do, but we came to hear The Boy Is Mine, and we didn't even get it. We didn't get the Whitney tribute like the city before. We got what we got. They did what they were supposed to do, but we just got robbed. And we are upset that concert was ended early, because it was a vibe. You hear me? So yeah, I'm highly upset. As a fan of both, I'm very, very upset right now.
They didn't even perform The Boy Is Mine. We got robbed, and honestly, she wasn't alone. Now, fans who've been following this tour from the beginning say this isn't the first time things went sideways. According to multiple attendees, both Brandy and Monica have been having sound issues since opening night. At one show, Monica's mic cut out completely during their duet. At another, the track skipped mid-performance. And now, just 3 nights in, Brandy's whole system apparently glitched out. So fans started connecting dots. Some believe Brandy's exit had less to do with illness and more to do with frustration, like she was just fed up with technical problems and refused to keep performing under those conditions. But others insist it was something much more serious, because here's the thing. Brandy has a known medical history. Back in 2022, she was hospitalized after suffering a seizure at her home in Los Angeles. Doctors at the time said it was due to dehydration and exhaustion, but those who know Brandy know she's been struggling with recurring health issues for years. So when word got out that an ambulance might have been involved, fans' concern turned into panic. People online were begging for updates. "Brandy, please tell us you're okay. We don't care about the refunds, we just want her safe." But as of right now, neither Brandy nor Monica has posted a single statement. Not on their feeds, not in their stories. Nothing. And you know what that means. When celebs go quiet after something public like this, the speculation only gets louder. Some fans are even whispering that Monica's emotional speech wasn't about a technical issue at all, but about something she witnessed backstage. Still, others are saying Brandy's silence might be a strategic pause, letting her team figure out how to handle what happened before she speaks. But regardless of the reason, one thing's for sure. This moment has reignited the old Brandy versus Monica conversation, and social media is eating it up like popcorn. By the next morning, Chicago was trending for all the wrong reasons. What was supposed to be a nostalgic R&B moment had turned into a full-blown public mystery. Videos from the crowd started going viral, shaky phone clips of Monica trying to calm everyone down while Brandy disappeared behind the curtains. You could hear one woman in the background yelling, "We've been waiting 27 years for this. Where's Brandy?" And another voice, tired and disappointed, saying, "That's crazy. We came all this way for The Boy Is Mine, and they didn't even sing it." Fans poured into social media comment sections with thousands of posts. Some were confused, some were angry, some were genuinely scared. The comments were a battlefield of emotions, half defending Brandy, half demanding accountability. One fan wrote, "I don't care if she was tired. You don't walk off on your supporters like that without saying something." Another fired back, "Y'all are heartless. If she had a seizure or panic attack, show some compassion. This is a human being." Within hours, hashtags like hashtag Brandy Monica Tour, hashtag Brandy is mine, and hashtag refund the boy is mine started trending. TikTok was flooded with fan breakdowns and theory videos. One creator went viral for saying, "If Brandy had a health emergency, they could have said that. If it was sound issues, say that too. But just disappearing and letting Monica handle the fallout, that's what made people mad." And she was right. The silence was deafening. Neither artist said a word. Their official tour page didn't update anything. Their managers, teams, even the venue's social media stayed quiet. It was like everyone went into lockdown mode, waiting to see how bad the damage would get. Meanwhile, Monica was out here trying to play cleanup. Fans who saw her backstage said she was pacing, emotional, and trying to comfort crew members who were visibly shaken. She even came back out one last time after the lights came up to thank the audience again, trying to soften the blow. Her voice cracked when she said, "It took us 27 years to get to this point." That line alone hit different, because now fans were wondering if this tour might not survive 27 more days. And here's where it gets deeper. Because some people close to the situation allegedly told fan blogs that there was tension between Brandy and Monica behind the scenes from day one. The sound issues were apparently just the surface. One insider claimed Brandy had been frustrated that the stage design, lighting, and transitions were all being handled by Monica's team. Others said Brandy felt she wasn't getting equal time or equal energy during their duets. Now, none of that has been confirmed, but the whispers added gasoline to the fire. Because for fans who followed their history, the Grammys' rivalry, the 2012 Versus tension, all of it, the idea that they might still be clashing behind the scenes felt too believable. People were already editing old interviews, pulling up clips of Brandy rolling her eyes during Monica's speeches and saying, she's still jealous. On the other hand, Monica's defenders were clapping back hard, saying she's the one holding the tour together. One viral tweet read, "Monica finished the show alone. She gave Brandy her flowers on stage. And people still calling her the villain? Be for real." But it wasn't just about the two women anymore. The audience wanted answers about their money. The United Center's customer service line reportedly got flooded with calls from fans demanding partial refunds. TikTok clips showed people at the exit desk filling out paper forms, waving their tickets at security guards, yelling, "We paid to see both of them." Some fans even went as far as organizing a refund petition online, saying, "If artists can't finish a show, fine, but give us transparency and compensation." Others defended the right for artists to walk off for health reasons, saying, "Y'all act like she owes you her health. You can't put a price tag on exhaustion." By Sunday afternoon, the entertainment blogs had officially joined the circus. Headlines like, "Brandy collapses backstage during Chicago show," and "Monica left alone as Brandy storms off stage" spread everywhere, some with blurry, unverified ambulance photos attached. No official confirmation, no denial, just chaos. Then, late that night, an anonymous tour crew member allegedly messaged a gossip account saying, "There was no collapse, but she wasn't feeling well. She walked off because the sound was hurting her ears. It was triggering something medical. She was taken to rest, not hospitalized." But again, no receipts, no statement. And when there's no real information, the internet fills the blanks however it wants to. A few people even joked darkly that Monica put something in her drink, a messy inside joke that went way too far. But it just shows how quick online gossip turns compassion into comedy. Meanwhile, longtime Brandy fans were rallying behind her. They started posting older clips from interviews where she talked about her anxiety and health struggles, trying to remind people that fame doesn't make someone immune to breakdowns. One comment said, "Brandy's been through a lot. The pressure, the critics, the expectations. If she needed to walk away, let her heal." Still, that compassion wasn't shared by everyone. People who spent hundreds on tickets, hotels, and travel were not playing about their money. Fans from out of state posted videos saying they flew in for this night specifically. One woman from Atlanta said, "I took off work, spent $700, and they didn't even sing the one song that made this tour happen." That's crazy, and she wasn't wrong. The irony was brutal. A reunion tour called "The Boy Is Mine" ended without that song being sung once. But let's be real, the heartbreak isn't just about a song. It's about what Brandy and Monica's reunion meant to people. This was supposed to be closure, proof that two black women could rise above industry beef and celebrate each other. Instead, it turned into more silence, more speculation, and another reminder that even legends can still fall apart in public. As Monday rolled around, industry insiders started dropping hints that the tour might be paused. Sources claimed upcoming shows were under review. Crew members allegedly weren't told whether to pack up or stay ready. Fans with tickets for Detroit and Houston dates were anxiously waiting for updates, and that's when another rumor popped up that Monica might be considering finishing select shows alone if Brandy needs time to recover, which sounds wild. But remember, Monica did say on stage, "I'm not going anywhere." Some fans even said she should continue the tour solo, rebranding it as "The Real One Is Mine." Others called that disrespectful and said she should stand by Brandy until she's ready. It's crazy how fast the internet divides people. One minute they're celebrating a sisterhood comeback, the next minute they're treating it like a custody battle over nostalgia. But here's the truth. Nobody's really saying out loud. Both of these women have spent their entire adult lives fighting not just for fame, but for survival in an industry that pits women against each other on purpose. "The Boy Is Mine" wasn't just a song. It was a storyline that defined their entire careers. And even though both tried to move past it, the world never really let them. That's why this night hurts fans so much. Because for once, it looked like they were finally sharing the stage as equals. No rivalry, no shade, just legacy. But after that Chicago show, it feels like the universe hit rewind again. And to make things worse, neither Brandy nor Monica has broken their silence. No Instagram stories, no tweets, not even a publicist's "she's resting" statement. Just silence. Brandy's last post is still an old promo photo from a week before. Monica posted a single heart emoji on her story, and people are overanalyzing it like it's a coded message. Fans are tired of guessing. They want truth, closure, and maybe even reassurance that this isn't the end of an era. Because after years of wanting this reunion, nobody expected it to crash and burn so fast. Still, in true Spill Zone fashion, we have to remember, things can change overnight in Hollywood. One moment, it's chaos. The next, it's redemption. Maybe Brandy will recover and come back stronger. Maybe Monica will stand beside her again and show that sisterhood is still possible. Or maybe, just maybe, this Chicago show will go down as one of those unforgettable nights. The kind where you realize that behind every iconic song and glamorous photo, there are real humans, real pain, and real pressure. So whether Brandy really had a health emergency or just hit her breaking point, one thing is clear. That stage moment revealed something raw and real. Fame doesn't protect you from exhaustion. Friendship doesn't erase old wounds, and perfection doesn't survive under a spotlight forever. We'll keep watching, because you know this story isn't done yet. The truth will come out. It always does. But until then, all we can do is wish Brandy peace, hope Monica's doing okay, and hope the fans, the ones who stood in that Chicago rain singing every lyric, get the closure they deserve. Because after all these years, the Boy Is Mine tour was supposed to bring them together, not tear them apart. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, drop your thoughts below. Do you think Brandy's walk-off was a real emergency or something deeper? Subscribe for more tea, because I promise, the next update in this story, it's gonna be wild.